whining in life.
Whining and life.
Some of you might have it, some of you it was cut off.
Okay.
And Ampers and Salvation Army.
What was the other one?
Campers and Salvation Army. Okay. Anything else to add on?
Stephen is the youngest of 4 children. He was born and raised in the small community of Warren. He graduated from École Secondaire Catholique d'Héritage in Sudbury in 1993. He married his wife, Sylvie, and sometimes called Julie, on Valentine's Day in 1998. He has 2 wonderful children, Matthew and Renee. Lion Stephen joined the Warren and District Lions Club in January of 1999 and has been an active member ever since. He served as president in 2005 and 2011. He also served as zone chair in 2014 and 15. He has chaired numerous projects such as the Snowflake Festival, weekly bingos, senior supper, and many more. Lion Stephen received the Helen Keller Fellowship Award in 2010, the Melvin Jones Fellowship in 2011, the Queen's Diamond Jubilee in 2012, the LFC Lifetime Membership Award in 2015, and he has also been named Lion of the Year twice. Outside Lions, he coached minor hockey for 9 years and has been on the Marks-Day Warren Minor Hockey Committee for 3 years. He enjoys spending time with his family, especially at camp, swimming, fishing, and hunting. I'm sure this year he didn't do too much of that. Lion Stephen is always looking forward to new challenges and believes in making a difference in his community, province, country, and around the world by being those in need. Lion Stephen is truly honored to be second vice, now our governor. It is an honor for me to present to you our Governor, Lion Stephen.
Zone Chair Carmen could get the tail twister maybe to fine you for going say second vice, but we won't.
I know. Sorry.
So thank you very much to begin with for having me here with you guys tonight. From our international president, Namaste. It's a divine in me, salutes a divine in you. Now our international president, Dr. Naresh, is focusing this year on 5 areas of service, aside from all the other areas. But the main areas are hunger, vision, environment, diabetes, and pediatric cancer. We wanted to focus on these areas. In particular, diabetes is new. Of course, it's nothing new to us, but it is the fastest growing disease, so that's one of the reasons he's focusing on that. Also, usually every year we have a different slogan. I say slogan, or the president will pick a different theme. So who can tell me the last 3 themes, last 3 years? Anybody?
Last year was
red thing.
last year.
Around this time, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Something to do with the mountain.
So it's obviously it's hard to remember year after year. They've decided at Lions International to go by the main theme, which is our theme: we serve. We're serving, working together to serve those in need. I'm not going to speak longer, really, in regards to that. I'm going to jump into my district project. Before I do, though, I was told I couldn't speak over an hour, so I'm going to keep it to about 50 minutes. Is that okay, 50 minutes?
I'll cut you off sooner than later.
I've been told
If
that.
she doesn't, I will.
Jeez, I thought I had you back me up here. But my district project is seizure response dog guide from Lions Foundation of Canada. The reason I chose this project and the seizure response dog in particular is I have seizures myself. I had since I was 6 years old. So I know what it feels like having the seizures and some of the stuff that happens. I'm fortunate enough that it only happens when I sleep. So I'll get up, my wife will tell me, or I'll have a headache. So either that I misbehave and she punched me in the head during the evening, or I had a seizure. So. But I'm sure it's always seizures because I behave quite a bit when I sleep. So the goal is to raise $10,000 for this project. I watched a video before I took on this project, and I seen this lady have a seizure in this video. She falls down. You see the seizure response dog guide come underneath the girl's head, stopping her from having a seizure. So that prevents a lot of injuries there. Now, before taking on this project, I spoke to Alliance Foundation of Canada themselves and asked if we, as District A5, take on this project, you get a guarantee at raising $10,000 that it costs, that it's coming back to our district. Because of course we work at helping our own to begin with. It always starts from home, the same as your club. Well, us, we're focusing as our district, it starts from home, and then we help outside the box, certainly. So I got the guarantee from them that we would be guaranteed to have seizure response with raising the $10,000, of course. Now, if we're fortunate enough to raise $20,000, we're helping 2 families. If you ever get the chance to go down to Oakville, to the Lions Foundation of Canada, I strongly encourage you to go. It is amazing. I got the privilege to go in May, and it's incredible what those dogs do. You go with them in all different categories. So, for example, we're starting out in vision. So here we're blindfolded and we're going on the street, but it's a blocked off section. But still, you're walking in the street, around cones, around vehicles, got blindfold on. Next thing you know, you're going inside, you're in the one room, you're sitting in a wheelchair. It's probably close to this size of room. And you're going around a few things, and then you go to the fridge, and you tell the dog to go get you a drink. So there's either a cord or some put a tie or whatnot. The dog's pulling that cord or that rope, and going into the fridge, grabbing them, whether it's a bottle of water, a bottle of beer, or a pop, going in and getting that for the people. So it's incredible what they can do. And with that said, I'm hoping to certainly get your support. It's incredible what we do for others as Lions, and this is one way that touches close, I know personally, to my heart, but it's one way that we can make a huge difference, not only for one person individually, but also possibly the family, if there's a family. So I hope to have your support with that. So thank you in regards to that. Are there any questions on the seizure response dog guides? Yeah.
Do they already have a family in mind?
There is a list, but they can't say who or so forth. Yeah. Yes.
That sounds awfully cheap for a dog like that. I thought the seeing eye dogs, which we were involved with a long time ago, they were 20 grand.
There's different categories now.
And they go upwards as high as 60 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the Lions.
Not with the Lions specifically maybe, but there are other dogs trained at
Yes, there's other programs. I'm not aware of the prices outside of Lions.
At one time,
Lions-wise, the highest is $25,000.
that's the same one.
Yeah, there's some that are 4, some that are 6. So it depends on the amount of training needed for certain dogs.
At one time, the dogs, these are mostly purebred dogs, were raised by Lions members till they were 9 months old. Then they were taken away and assessed whether they were smart enough to be a guy, whatever dog.
Yeah.
Is that still how it goes?
They have a institution where they're raising the dogs themselves.
Yeah.
And you have
Individual
probably-
Lions have raised them themselves.
Yeah,
And-
well, after they're trained a bit, then
Oh,
as part of
before
their
they're
training, a lion member will bring him in and do a little bit of training with them inside, and then they're placed, and then from there they get assigned to a person, and a person comes into the clinic itself. Well, I say the clinic, but to Oakville, and they usually stay there for a good 2 weeks, and then they go home, and then they train at home as well. So there's a lot of training involved. So. Any other
I
questions?
think probably what you're talking about with the higher expense is the total expense, because the family comes there and that pays for them to stay there. So I think that's where all the costs come in together to bring it up to
Just
that.
last week, I was in a grocery store, and I knew about the seeing eye dog thing, because Lion Cleo Roy, way back when, used to get the puppies and raise them till they're 9 months, become very attached to them, then lose them. And they're all top of the line, purebred, usually golden retrievers or whatever.
There's golden retrievers. And
Anyways, this woman who had this dog.
throughout social media, I like to focus on those areas because it's very important. Everybody these days, or almost everybody, is online, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. All the information we can get out there to the public is great knowledge, and sometimes you get ideas of different projects from other clubs. So it's good to go look at other ones too. Now, I'm going to do some presentations later, and I'm hoping to get your permissions to put pictures, such as your group picture, on there. So I want to get that out and showing people the great experiences that I am having. I'm fortunate to have, going from club to club and seeing how much fun and great of club each club is in their own way. So now you guys have a Facebook page, so continue putting your pictures on there and also getting as much communication out there. Last thing I think I'll speak about, no, 2 more things and then I'll be done. Okay. So one is having fun in your club. So I know you guys know how to have fun. If you come into a meeting, you don't just want to go into your meeting and read your agenda, hurry up, get over with the meeting and go home. Make your meetings fun. Be like a kid. I say kid, but young lady. Have fun. You know how to have fun? All these. It doesn't matter in age or nothing. Now, tonight for some reason, the president came in, and the first thing she accused me of was stealing the gavel. Which the gavel wasn't there when I got here. Then it turned up and she had it, and now it's gone again. So you're creating different ideas, different ways to have fun while you're at your meetings. Perhaps, somebody else beside you has a Tim Hortons coffee, you move over, you places down, just keeping members on their toes and having a good time. A tail twister, I would suggest not to just come around and say pay a fine. Find a good reason and make it fun. So I might come up tonight and, okay, Lionel, I am fining you. You don't have any lines on it whatsoever. So pay a fine. But then you might come back and say, yeah, well, are you sure about that? I got lion socks on.
Yeah.
You get a laugh out of it.
Maybe he's got lines underwear.
I didn't say that.
We don't want to know.
Why'd you use
Yeah. Either way, go around and keep as tail twister, keep them on their toes. I'd suggest you find the president for not having her gavel. And then you can find whoever's tattletaling on the president. So make your meetings fun, have fun.
And find him for talking too long or something.
I still got half an hour. Last thing I'm going to speak about then is the convention, which is coming up in April. Every year, you guys have great representation of members there. I'm hoping to have even more yes there this year. I think, what do you have, 13 last year? 13, 14?
12, yeah.
So let's aim for 20. I'm going to challenge your club, if possible.
Are you paying?
Yeah, I'm going to pay as long as you give me the money first. Even if some members can only go out on Saturday to, let's say, the governor's banquet, or just out for, there's going to be programs and all kinds of stuff there for everyone. So come on out. It's a lot of fun. I promise you that. And the convention is a time to have fun. You know, all the hard work we do throughout the year, this is a little reward, a little tap on our back. It's not what we're not doing this to get a tap on our back, but we are doing this to help people in need. But we deserve a little time to have fun for ourselves, and this is a great time. Now, I'm not going to go into some of the stories of some of the stuff that happens, or that some of the jokes that are pulled over there.
What happens at the convention?
Yes, exactly right. What happens at the convention stays at the convention. But I promise you, it is fun. So, thank you very much, everyone, for having me with you, having me here. You guys have an amazing club, and I'm honored to be here with you. Keep up the great work, and again, thank you very much.
We're gonna give you a big check.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna do a check, $500 to your.
Thank you very much, Lions. It means a lot. It's going to go a long way.
If you notice the paper on there, it's superheroes.
Thank you very much.
Open it.
Everybody duck!
Rip the paper.
No one's superhero. Trying to find the corner.
You won't find a corner if I'm wrapping it. Yeah. There's about probably just as much tape on it.
I use tuck tape.
Jerome made that.
Hey, show it to us.
Oh, that's nice.
Now get in there.
No, I can leave them alone.
Okay.
Can I get a picture with mine with that?
Oh, sure.
That is nice.
That's going in my.
You never made me nothing.
Good job, bro.
Hey, where's the
The things you can do with stencils, eh, Jerome?
Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
That is nice.
I don't work for you.
We're actually gonna get,
I'm gonna do.
Did you want to do the check again because you didn't get the check on your phone?
yes, please. I never thought of turning out my camera at this time.
Presentation, stay right there with us.
Okay, so now I got a bunch of presentations and yeah. Okay, so you can go, yeah. So Lions,
Come on in, Brenda.
MST. Congratulations on completing 15 years as a Lion.
We came in together.
To commemorate and recognize your years of service, I am presenting you with the enclosed Milestone Chevron Award. Lions Club International recognizes the anniversaries of members like you because they are a reminder of the milestones in our lives. They give us the opportunity to celebrate, commemorate, and reflect on the power of we and what we can accomplish together to make the world a better place. Sincerely, Dr. Naresh, our International President. So, Tanya, congratulations.
Thank you.
Rania Petrie. Thank you, Petrie.
That's enough. You notice they're all women? Oh, yeah.
Okay, you know what you're doing.
Congratulations, Lions, once again.
Good job, ladies.
You should roar.
Yeah, you're good. Little delay there.
Watch it, the mother's here.
Congratulations.
I got pictures.
Okay.
You got a picture? Okay, you
I
got
took
one.
a few.
And Fred, I'd like you to either choose somebody or you can
Rock,
draw
paper,
whichever
scissors.
way, give another pin away.
You can do it again
You want to do the draw?
with the little ticket.
Do it with the draw, yeah?
This little ticket?
Yeah, we'll do it.
I'll give this
Call
to
it
you.
With the little white ticket?
Door prize ticket,
Yeah, we'll do the door
ladies.
prize ticket.
This little
Gentlemen.
ticket?
Yes,
Now, President, come back up, please.
it's a wee little ticket.
So Lions, for 2016, 2017, you're receiving the 4-Diamond Lions Centennial Service Challenge Award. Congratulations, there's only a few clubs in our district that received it.
Yes.
And also the Lions Legacy Project, bronze level.
There you go.
Great job.
That's where our bench.
Little pinch.
Yes.
Service challenge.
Are we good? Is that it?
No. So, this is the Club Excellence Centennial Award presented to your club. There's only 2 clubs in A5 that received this. So big congratulations. And along with that, it's a pin for the immediate past president for 2016, 2017.
All right. Ready?
Can I pin you now?
Yeah, you can tell.
No,
Wouldn't it be a little bit better if you said that we're not closer? There's Chelsea Field.
Go over there.
I'm not Chelsea. No,
I guess not.
You haven't been for a while.
So now we're done. Thanks again, Lions.